I feel like this one was really close, but maybe there's some subtle things that I was doing as a player that maybe just turned the tide just that so much the other player's way.
Oh. Very interesting. Hmm. Moon Shard. I mean, okay.
In hindsight, I could have gone for butterfly, but didn't.
Okay, we're gonna watch the replay. So I think, what's the, excuse me, can I go back? Yeah, I've taken that out, but. What was the rank again? The rank of this?
I'm not sure if this was ranked. I think this is one that I did with
Oh,
us,
okay.
just friends.
Oh, but this is your rank, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Is that like uh 500, 600 MMR? Is that right?
Well, as I said, I had to abandon a game
Okay.
recently, so it used to be like 600.
Okay. So, the reason I was asking about the rank is there's there's a certain way that I think people should play depending on their rank. So I'm not like trying to like down talk like okay you suck, right? Like and the reality is actually like it really depends. If we are talking about like the legend bracket or Asian bracket, like we have to play different. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
like, even if we're playing the same role, same hero, we have to see things different because we have to expect that they are good players. But if we are at the very bottom of the very bottom of the tier, then there are certain ways to play the game. And I always tell this to my student if you are at Herald or Guardian. First off, your mindset should be it doesn't matter what heroes you play. You should play greedy. You should play very, very greedy. Because we're still gonna do everything. We'll treat the game very serious. Like the early game matters, like laning stage matters. We want to win the laning stage. But the reality is, it hardly matters. Okay? And it's the mid game and the late game is what determines the game, like 90% of the time. And that's my approach. If I was the one playing this game right now, I do not expect winning the early game or losing the early game matters. I care about winning the mid game and late game by having the right itemization. So that should be your focus point at this level. Because my job, I think my job, what I want you to do whenever I'm coaching my students, my job is to raise your MMR by 500 after my coaching session is done within the next a month or 2 months, because it takes time for everyone to apply things and get better. But I want you to become a better player, at least 500 MMR better. And to do that,
Yeah.
for your level, you just need to have the right itemization. Really, that's it. That's it. Because when I saw this, yeah, I can just say it right now. I mean, there are ways to play Dota, right? And I respect it.
Yeah.
This is what I always tell my students. I respect your play style. Like, you just gotta prove it, right? If you do this, like, prove me wrong. I'm gonna call it wrong, but it's your play style. Like, you prove it, prove it, because you're gonna win the game. Then you're good. But when I watch this itemization, first off, I'm confused. I'm just very confused because Moon Shard is not exactly the item that you want to stack it like this, because it's not really cost efficient. I get it that getting a one value Moon Shard may be your playstyle. Even still, I would have criticized it if you got one Moon Shard, right? I would be like, oh, that's kind of questionable. What's your thoughts? I'm going to be asking such questions. But if you got two Moon Shard, then we really have a problem, okay? Like, we do have a problem because there are just better items. There are just clearly better ways of playing Dota other than just stacking up two Moon Shards. So these are the one of the things that I think, excuse me, I think we can talk about. So may I ask you what was your thinking process when you were getting two Moon Shards for this game?
It was just at that point in the game where Huskar was really strong, and if I didn't catch him in a chrono and burst him to death, we were going to lose the game. So that was my thought process. That's also why I got the Monkey Kings.
Okay. Mm, but I mean, you have the attack speed, right? I get it. You got a lot of attack speed, but do you really want to get this much? Which is
I figured this much attack speed would scale Monkey King's damage and my passive's damage the fastest.
okay. Hmm. Um. Okay. So how about just get this item? Like just what just Joe Ranger just got. You can pop the critical strike. Then isn't this just amazing? Like you, excuse. I'm sorry. You have the attack speed plus now you can crit.
Oh yeah, when I play Legion Commander, I love Daedalus.
So why not on Faceless Void?
I don't know. I just figured Monkey Kings would be better because it's really kind of I had the idea of magic damage in my head because his passive does magic damage. I think I'm fairly certain it does.
Um, yeah, but I think I thought the reason you were getting Monkey King Bar was because someone was getting Butterfly, and you can really appreciate the True Strike, right? That's like,
Oh yeah, no. Oh well, I didn't even see the butterfly, but I guess that helped.
hmm.
I wasn't really thinking about it.
Okay, so first thing is, I know that Monkey King Bar can just be a great item for anyone, right? It can be, but
Yeah,
I think the main reason should be if someone has an evasion, like Heaven's Harbor. This is also evasion, right? You get evasion.
yeah.
And Butterfly is also evasion. And some players, excuse me, some heroes have just evasion talent. So you should be considering those factors when you're getting Monkey King Bar. I know that this is just a great item, but it's just the main reason for getting this is for the True Strike. And what I was gonna add up is why not replace one Moon Shard? I'm fine with getting one Moon Shard, but if you have two Moon Shards, then it's a problem because you can just replace this one with the crit, and isn't that just the better DPS? Like you just hit harder, you can crit, you still have decent attack speed, or do you still think
I think I was also focused on just locking people down
with
because we didn't have like a whole lot of stun. We did have a lot of stun. I don't know.
no?
I figured I could also keep people locked down a really long
You mean
time.
lockdown? When you say lockdown, you mean with your passive lockdown?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Um, I feel like that's the idea to lock down with your passive is um it makes sense, you know? Like if you keep stunning him, like you're just keep mini stunning the guy right in front of you, and if you have a crazy amount of attack speed, you'll do it. But thing is, I don't care about locking down someone. I care about bursting down someone within the seconds when I chrono, right? I chrono, and then I want to kill the guy, right? I don't like they are already locked down. If I use Chronosphere, they are already locked down. After chrono, I care about bursting them down before the chrono is over. So with that logic, I care about increasing my DPS, like damage per second, just to the highest level. It's not about my attack speed or locking down someone. I mean, I get it that with the
Okay.
attack speed, you proc the bash faster and therefore more damage. But if I have to compare the Delius and Moonshard, it just hands down, you just get more damage from the crit. Like it's been proven. Like you just get more damage. You just it's more physical damage. The thing about your bash is it's a magical damage. So um it's a great source, but if you are critting someone with the physical damage, I'm not sure if your allies have AC or not. Nobody got AC. Okay. Yeah, it's just more damage. Trust me. Like you get crit and you just deal more damage. If you want to burst down a single target, then you get crit, and you already have a monkey king.
What is AC again? It's an item. What is it?
Stalker's this one right here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So they have it, but you guys don't have it. So, but I have. I don't know. Yeah, so that's the important part. I think I really want to change this mindset. I really want you to be convinced because this is not efficient. It really is not. There really isn't that big difference between 140 attack speed and 280 attack speed. If you already have 140 attack speed, I feel like that's enough. Enough to do what you want to do, like locking down people. Like I get it as your playstyle. I think that's enough. You become crazy fast with your attack speed. I get it, but you really want to get something else because this is never a good DPS item. It's not. Like getting 2 is overextending too much. So that's my honest opinion. So
Okay.
if you're not convinced, that's fine because that's actually normal. You have to try this out yourself. So from the next game, don't do this and try to get the crit instead of 2 Moon Shard. Get one Moon Shard. I can respect 1 Moon Shard, but try to get crit.
But you're saying probably take Daedalus before Moonshard?
Yes. But if you really love the Moon Shard, you can get this item first. It doesn't matter. But
No, I mainly built it for damage. The lockdown was a bonus.
yeah, I would at least get crystals. Crystal is very cheap. It's like 2,000 gold.
Oh yeah.
So I would at least get a value crystals before getting a Moon Shard. That will be my playstyle. But you can do whatever you want. But 2 Moon Shard, I can just say this is wrong because it's wrong because it's not efficient. It's just not. It's kind of crazy. So I just have to say outright wrong. So because it's my job as a coach. Don't do this and try to do something else and tell me what happens after. I want you to.
I will.
Okay, so that's my. That was my honest opinion about your overall itemization. So we're gonna just watch the game because we have to. Where are you? Okay, here.